Wait a second. Where is everything? Everything's gone. Where did everything go? Oh, there it is. Okay, there you go. I found you. Is there anything else that I made go away? Is that it? I guess this. Apparently, I deleted you all from my scene. Which one's this? Oh, we can do. Sheriff, I'm trying to fix things here.
Amazing.
Alright, I think that's it. I think that's it. Hey everyone. Hi Sheriff. Hey Fong. Hey Anik. Hi. Hey Nerazio. Hey Quarium. Hi. Yeah, it's Touhou time. Touhou Sunday. Touhou in order. Touhou getting bullied by another Oni. Yeah, so last week on Touhou Sunday, I beat 10. I beat Mountain of Faith. I feel like I could 1cc that. Oh. Yeah, that one's over. We can make that one go away. Alright, let me fix my... There you go. Okay, that's fixed. Yeah, so I did start to play 11 last week. Because I beat 10 a bit early in the stream, so I was like, okay, well I could either do like 1cc attempts, or I could just move on to 11. I think I had one try at a 1cc of 10, and I was like, okay, you know what? That's I'll probably need a bit more practice before I can do this. Let's just move on to 11. But I do think that 10 might be a good first try for a 1cc. I haven't 1cc'd any Touhou before, but I feel that I could get a real good crack in at 10. Yeah, I'm gonna bop that message. We don't need that message anymore. This week was my birthday, and I did that whole like charity donation marathon. I have a lot of stuff that I need to start figuring out. All the like incentive stuff that I have to start figuring out. Here's another quick look at them. So a lot of them boil down to like chat does a thing. Or chat like votes on a thing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, my birthday was Wednesday. And it was fun. It was fun to just stream whatever. We've CC'd 237811. I see. I guess potentially I think I might have 1cc2. What was the first? No, that was 3. The first like versus one. I might have 1cc'd that one, but I guess I kind of don't really count that. Maybe. Actually, I don't quite remember if I 1cc'd or not. Yeah. I'm kind of putting that in its own bucket because it's like the versus games are pretty different. I I don't think I won CC 9. I think I did have to use a continue on the last stage. But anyway, there's a couple of things I need to start working on. A lot of that just boiled down to chat votes on things. And then I need to like collect ideas, then put out a vote, and then actually fulfill chat's desires. So chat picks like an emote, chat picks my next skeb/artcom, chat picks some sort of spooky game for me to play, chat picks some speed run or challenge run for me to play. Was there something else? I think that was it. In terms of like things that chat does. I guess there's chat picks my Final Fantasy 4 job PS jobs, but we've already done that. It's out of the way. I have my 4 job PS to run in progress. Yeah. The other things that I have to do, I revealed my next outfit sneak peek. I have to do a Kusoge roulette at some point. And then I have to do some sort of quote-unquote ASMR. So those are all the things that I have to fulfill at some point to I don't know, to make you all happy or something. Yeah, like it's not all things that are gonna like get done within the next week. It's just a lot of like, okay, let me make sure that this is done within a reasonable time frame. Probably what I'm gonna work on this week. So I'm still playing Dragon Quest II. I started that Final Fantasy V run. I might as well finish it. I can probably do that in 1 or 2 more streams. I think with the party I have, I got off to a bit of a slow start, so maybe 2 more. Maybe 2 more, unless I get through World 2 really, really fast. I guess it also depends if I want to do a Triple Crown or not, if I want to beat up Omega and or Shinryu. And more Touhou. I might take, like, so I think this playthrough of 11 might decide what I want to do going forward. So far I've beaten every Touhou game, to the point where it's like I cleared the game, just not on 1cc, but like, you know, I otherwise cleared the game on the normal difficulty. I've heard 11, even compared to 10, which was a noticeable jump in difficulty, 11 is even a more noticeable jump in difficulty. And if I am struggling, it might be a good idea to set that one aside for now and then move on. Yeah, I've heard 11 and 12 are both pretty difficult. And that if I wanted to set them aside and return to them later, that it might be a good idea. So we'll see. I have seen a little bit of 11. I can see why it's difficult, right? It has the same like continue mechanic that 10 does, where you have infinite continues, but you know the game is harder to compensate. I got up to stage 3. So we'll see if I can get past stage 3 this time. If I can get past Yugi. And on top of that, I was watching Vox had gotten a 1cc completed of Subterranean Animism. So that was like, I think what I'll probably need to do to get past 11 and potentially 12 is like actually look into, you know, how to get past like certain spell cards or certain parts of a stage. So that might need to be something that I like actually start to consider when I'm playing through some of these games, is like actually do a little bit of research and be like, okay, what are the hard parts? What am I struggling at? How do I need to overcome them? Hi, Graf. And I'm debating. 12 is pretty rough. I'm trying to do it on a tiny screen and it's driving now. Why a tiny screen? Why a tiny screen? Are you playing it like on a handheld or something? On top of all this, if you haven't heard, Final Fantasy XIV expansion just came out. I did pick it up. I have been playing Final Fantasy this weekend. So far it's enjoyable. It's a bit of a slow start. But I think I'm at the point where it's starting to get better in terms of the story. And that's my only thoughts on it so far. You retired your Windows 7 PC last year because Steam said they'd stop support, so you're doing it on a laptop. I see. Here you go, Janan. Thanks for the stretch hydrate. I still have water. And thankfully the weather has been kind. On Friday, I don't know if you were watching me. If you're watching me on Friday, you might have heard me complain a bit about the weather. It was quite hot. It was quite hot on Friday. It was a little hot yesterday. But yesterday evening it started to cool down quite a bit. And today it stayed cool. Hi Higa, hi. So hopefully it like just stays, I don't know, reasonable. Hi, Blue Undertones. Your laptop doesn't even support a full screen. It almost breaks the whole system, so you're looking at it a small window. Well, that sounds like it could be an additional layer of challenge. Hey, Girlson. Hi. Welcome in. What's up? What were you up to? Hey, Nine. Hi. Oh, right. Jackbox. I think that's, it seems to be, if I'm remembering right, you're usually playing Jackbox on Sundays. We had Eldritch Cupcakes. What's an Eldritch Cupcake? Monster Seeking Monster. I don't think I'm familiar with that one. don't think I'm familiar with that one. It's a game about dating your friends, but everybody's spooky. I see. Excuse you. Excuse you, Abel. Can I help you? Hmm? For some reason, we all latched onto cupcakes as a theme. Wow. Cupcakes are good. I do like cupcakes. I do like cupcakes. Yeah, I think what I need, I think I need a button that makes me like zoom into my face just a lot more slowly. Like, does this? It does the same thing as this. It just is slower to get there. So it's like the slow zoom in. Alright, Girlson. Well, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the raid. You have yourself a good rest of your night. Yeah, help you beat this dragon boss. Alright, so you need to the things to know about Red Dark House. What's her name? Ronali? So mostly it's she throws a lot of information at you. I kind of forget what the normal specific patterns are. I'm assuming you're playing it on normal, so I'll just try to talk from that. She throws a lot of information at you, but like a lot of it boils down to there's a couple of safe spots that you just need to identify. A lot of the information that she's putting in front of you is kind of unnecessary, and you only really need to look at like a couple of things to identify where the safe spots are. There's really like 2 things you need to verify, and I'll tell you like where the safe spot is, and it tends to be either in one spot or in another spot, or in one set of spots or in another set of spots. So I think once you like identify those tells, and then, you know, on top of dealing with, okay, there's a knockback plus, you know, a rotating laser, like, and like, you know, quickly identifying what those are and quickly getting to the spot you need, you know, you need to be in. That's what kind of unlocked clearing Red Dark House. So for context, we're talking about Rapid and Steel. Because I know Apple just picked that up the other day. It is on sale. It's on the Steam Summer Sale for a whole 10% off. It's already a pretty reasonably priced game, at least in, you know, at least in North America. I don't know what the pricing is like in other regions. Hopefully there's regional based pricing and it's an appropriate price in other regions as well. But it is 10% off. I think it's a really good game. It's a good game by yourself. It's a good game with friends. It's got cute art. It's got good replay value. Hi Washa, hi. But Abel, if you would like to play at some point, I would be happy to carry you along. And I'd be happy to play with you. I'm still working on my lunar attempts solo, just trying to get past the stages. Mainly it's just I've been doing Emerald Lake a lot and trying to clear Emerald Lake. Oh, Coach, and yeah, definitely give your arm a break. It's no good if you just end up hurting yourself. There's no rush. There's no rush, right? You can complete works for your friends whenever you feel best. I don't think anybody would want to receive art from someone knowing that it caused physical pain on the artist. So rest. That's an order. You must rest. You must. The art ain't going anywhere. But yeah, Rabbit and Steel's a lot of fun. Final Fantasy XIV's been fun. I've just been doing everything solo so far. I do need to find people to play it with, particularly when the extremes come out. I've always been a little nervous about Party Finder, though. If I can genuinely handle extreme Party Finder, but I always get a little nervous about it. And then I think I got 2 or 3 weeks until Savage stuff comes out. And I'll have to make a decision if I wanna jump into Savage or not. Thinking face. Anyway, so yeah, this upcoming week is probably gonna be something Final Fantasy V, Dragon Quest II, Touhou. Or actually I might have different plans actually. I will need to confirm them with someone else. There might be other plans this week. We shall see. We shall see. Yeah? Yeah, Kojinu? What's up? I still need to give myself a present. I'm too late. Too late. Hey Adam, hi. Of course I deserve a present. Of course I deserve a present. I just need to figure out what and who. Spoilers, the present is going to be art for myself. I just need to figure out what and who. But that's not important. And I guess you know what I'll do? I'll after stream today, I'll compile the list of all the suggestions that people have made in the redeems. Because I think we've got some good suggestions for emotes. And then put them in my Discord, and then I don't know, maybe create a list of 5, whatever would be a good Twitch poll or a Twitter poll or a Discord poll, a small list, and have people vote on that. Can you do polls on Discord? How does that work? Yeah, okay. How many Is there like a limit to answer? There is. There is a limit of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like there's a limit of 10 answers, so I will be unable to do anything more than 10 answers if I do it on Discord. Bum, 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 bum. I've been thinking about speedrunning this week. If you didn't know, Games Done Quick just started today. And whenever Games Done Quick is going on, it's always like I always start thinking about speedrunning again. Like seriously, speedrunning. Like actually considering like having a time good enough to be able to submit something to GDQ once again. Because they are willing to accept like, you know, VTubers and like remote submissions nowadays, so I think that would be something I'd like to potentially try. I don't know what I would want to speedrun now. I could speedrun old things. I could try to learn some new speedrun. I'm not sure. Yeah. So of course, since you know, with the events of 2020 and onward, they started to, like, I think the first event after that was an entirely online thing, and it actually took them a little bit before they started doing in-person events again. But even after like starting to do in-person events again, they already had like a system set up to be able to handle remote runs. So even if most of the runs that they're doing are in person, they will accept remote runs. Metal Slug speedrun as well as a VTuber. Yeah, and I've you know, I've gone to GDQ before. They're like fun in-person events, but I think it's just like it's the same thing with like any like, you know, reasonably sized like gaming event, right? You have a bunch of nerds that are there to play video games, and GDQ has like a little arcade, and they have like consoles that you can like rent is the wrong word because you don't have to pay for it, but you can borrow consoles in the practice room. The ultimate weapon. You can borrow consoles, so it's just a fun thing. And when you know that people that are there, they become fun as well. Yeah, but I don't know what I don't know what I would run. I don't know what I would run. I mean, I tend to like RPGs, right? That tends to be my thing. RPGs tend to be the speedruns that I enjoy playing the most. Because I tend to like things that aren't like, you know, 2 hours straight of heavy execution, with the exception of like, you know, Link to the Past, which is 90 minutes of pure execution. I tend to prefer things that are, you know, you have to think more. That's a lot of like on the fly decision making. I mean, that's not true. That's not true. Of course, there is plenty of like action, quote unquote soul like games that are very popular. But you know, there's other stuff out there. Gonna be Haru is Haru, another VTuber who I enjoy watching. A very comfy and a fun stream, is going to be doing Katamari on like Tuesday afternoon if you're like in North America. I think for me, it's around 3 p.m. Now, I think for the West Coast, it's probably like closer to noon. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be new. It doesn't have to be new. I mean, a lot of the stuff I play is older stuff. The challenge with GDQ, particularly in RPGs, is like they do have a schedule to consider. And having like a 7-hour speedrun tends to not do well. One, it takes up a lot of time in their schedule. It doesn't necessarily always, it's not always the thing that people want to watch. With the exception of like, you know, they've had Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, which have all been very popular. Those are all about 7 hours, 8 hours, and 9 hours long, respectively. Yeah, but even their graveyard shifts runs, they tend to do a lot of stuff. They tend to try to, they try to avoid the, like, just put one thing on overnight, right? If you are familiar with RPG Limit Break, you know, that's not uncommon there, because RPGs just tend to be longer. But, yeah, GDQ does, has to be able to support more than just RPGs. Yeah, Pokemon's pretty popular, but they tend to be shorter too. They tend to be a bit shorter. Yeah, it has to be something that's really popular, like Pokemon or Final Fantasy. Yeah. Though this time around in this GDQ, there's going to be Lufia 2, which I think is it's not terribly long, but it is several hours. I think it's in the 3 to 4 hour range. I think the estimate is like a little over 4. It's a little bit long, not anything drastic. But I was a little surprised that they took it, to be honest. I was a little surprised they took it, because Lufia is not, you know, not big name RPG, right? I think those who are really familiar with, like, you know, RPGs, especially like Super Nintendo era RPGs, are really familiar with that. I think Europeans are familiar with it. I think it was a lot. I forget, did it even come out in the West? Or is it just really popular in the Europe area? I forget. But, yeah. One thing that I know that's on the schedule that I have to avoid, and I thank someone for warning me of this. There's a Zero Ranger run on the schedule. I think it's supposed to be Wednesday, and unfortunately, the category name itself is a spoiler, or so I've been told. I am currently playing through Zero Ranger myself. So I'm like avoiding that at all costs, and it's not even just avoiding the run. I have to avoid seeing the category name as well, which is unfortunate. So please don't share that with me. Because I'm working on my playthrough of Void Stranger. Yeah, it's annoying. It kind of sucks to have like a potential spoiler in the category name as well, and it's not even like you could pretend, like I was talking with someone last night. It's like you could use an acronym or something like that, right? To be like, oh, if you know what it is, then you know what it is. But like, if you don't know what it is, you're not like spoiled just from reading it. So if you are playing Void Stranger or planning to play it, and you want to go into it fresh with no spoilers, I offer that as a warning to you. It should be Wednesday sometime, I forget when, but you'll also have to avoid looking too hard at the schedule. And like when they talk about it, and like if it's a couple runs leading up to it, it's going to be like on the overlay. So you want to avoid that too. But I mean, it's unfortunate. Like, there's, of course, it's not really GDQ's fault. Like, they don't know. It kind of feels like it's the speedrunning communities of Zero Stranger. Zero. Did I say Zero Stranger? Void Stranger. Like, I merged Zero Ranger and Void Stranger together to get Zero Stranger. Yeah, I mean, the game's been out for what, over 6 months now? It was late 2023, right? That's not too bad. Yeah, the games committee can't be familiar with like with every video game. They just look at a video game and like, hey, this would be a cool run. This looks cool. We think people would like this. Kojinu, good luck with that. Like, I would agree, that would be awesome. Well, last time I remember looking at the run, it wasn't super long, but unfortunately it's a pretty obscure it is a pretty obscure game. I could definitely see it at Limit Break. Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult decision, right? So if you're a games committee, like, right, their goal is to raise as much money for, you know, the charity of their choice as possible. And it's a little unfortunate that the games that probably do the best, or that people are most anticipating, are the ones they've never seen before, the ones that just came out. So, I mean, it's a bit of a tough decision, because it's like, okay, this game just came out. Do we put this in the marathon right now, and the speedrun is very new and maybe not fully fleshed out? Maybe we'll wait 6 months or a year, where the run will be very fleshed out, and it'll be like a quote unquote better run, but you're potentially losing out on the hype of it being a brand new game. Unrelated, you now have a big fudge brownie. Nice. I had some cake this weekend. I had some post birthday cake. It was quite good. Some of those games people are gonna forget about in 6 more months. I mean, yeah, exactly. Like, there's too many video games coming out. Can we put a stop? No more new video games. No more. My backlog is too big already. Let's just stop making video games. We can like pause for like 6 months, right? Right? Can we all just agree to that? Just like no new video games for like 6 months? Yeah, vote for me. No new video games. Now let me just catch up on my backlog. And this is me saying that, and of course, what am I playing? I'm playing Final Fantasy V again, Dragon Quest 2, kind of for the first time, Touhou, all of them. Okay, I guess I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 lately, which just came out the past couple days. So that one's kind of on me. Look, Touhou is, yeah, there is gonna be more Touhou, but at least there's hopefully gonna be no more Touhou in like the next 6 months. And no new Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy for the next 6 months. I want to get through all of Dragon Quest at some point. At least maybe not all of them, but like all the big ones to hit. So I want to get through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I want to do 4, 5, 6 because that's like its own trilogy, right? I'd like to get through 8. I'd like to get through 11. 10's the MMO, right? Oh, wow. You want to offer promotion of my channel? No. I've played, yeah, Final Fantasy I've played a lot more of. Like, and I'm fine, like, I'm totally fine with, like, the newer Final Fantasy stuff. I still haven't finished 16. It has some things I don't like about it, but, you know, I was enjoying it when I was playing it. It's hard to find time to do things. I enjoyed 12. I enjoyed 13. I'm playing 14. I didn't get to 15. I'd like to sit down and get to 15 at some point, and I'd like to finish 16 at some point. Yeah, I think I was talking about Dragon Quest with the 10 is the MMO for Dragon Quest, if I remember right. No, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Crystal Bears. Crystal... so that's the second Crystal Chronicles, right? I actually really liked Crystal Chronicles. But of course its strength is that it's a co-op game. Though I never played Crystal Bear specifically. I played... I guess it's just Crystal Chronicles, right? And that's the first one. Isn't there a Wii Final Fantasy game that's a rail shooter? Did I make this up? You're probably right. You're probably right, Adam. I don't know what you're talking about, but I wouldn't put it past them. It's like, yeah, rail shooter Final Fantasy, sure, why not? Bears is a little less beloved, yes. Yes, I'm aware that some people like Crystal Chronicles, less people like Crystal Bears. But yeah, it's fun, right? Like, but I think it's just like one of those things where it's like you have a couple of friends, at least like when I played it originally, like it was on the GameCube, right? So it's just I had a couple of friends around the couch, like playing and having a good time. Look, the Wii had a lot of video games on it. And the thing with having a lot of video games is some of them are really good. And some of them are not. And that's okay. That's okay. I would rather there be video games that do not take 10 years to make and sometimes turn out bad than having video games that take 10 years to make and then just be a very mediocre experience. You're still mad one pinball game has nudge on Waggle? Like, I have no idea what you're talking about, Adam. Oh, like... What, you can nudge the pinball machine by waggling it? Is that that what you mean? Huh. I mean, I guess that's cute in theory. I'm curious what that would be like to play. Oh, stretch hydrate. Thank you, Coach. Now. From your testing painful. Okay. What do we say about video games? Hmm? What do we say about video games? I think the only pinball game I really played was Pokemon Pinball. I think that's the only one that I really put any amount of time onto, which like is great. I love Pokemon Pinball. It's like that's like a comfort game for me. Like if my brain is fried and I don't really want to do anything and you put Pokemon Pinball in front of me, you can occupy like 2 hours of my time easily. Easy decision. Yeah. I never like tried to get like all the Pokemon and Pokemon Pinball. It would just be like something I would just play occasionally and just play it as like a pinball game where I'm just like, yeah, I'm just playing the video game. I'm not trying to like collect them all. Played the Kirby. You know, I think I played Kirby Pinball. I did not know there was a Metroid Pinball, but I guess it makes sense if you think about it. I guess it does make sense. Okay, I'm going to do this. Make sure the scene is ready to go. Alright. We can keep talking. I'm gonna hit this button. Let me know how the volume is. It is loud. Alright, let me... Let me know how that is. Maybe a bit more, like a bit louder or a bit less loud? Like that? Or like this? Bum, 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 bum. Hello, I am talking so you have something to compare against my voice. I saw a thumbs up. Okay. Alright, what are we drilling at now? Alright, so last time I did this, I did play a little bit of this last week. Let me recalibrate. I did play a little bit of this last week. And, finding out default STGs are just loud. I mean, I think, yeah, every game is always going to be weirdly have its own audio balance. That's why it's annoying. I got it to stage 3. I forget how far I got into fighting Yugi. But I met her. I chased her a bit, and then she kicked my ass a couple of times. So let's see if we can get back to her. Look, audio engineering is impossible. We do Reimu A, right? Alright, this just aim at you, right? Oh, that was a bit close. This game deserves to be cheesed at some point, I mean. It's okay, cheese is fine. Alright, time to beat up a spider. It's not even the first spell in the game and I died. Yeah, I think Reimu is typically what's recommended on this. Or so I've been told. I tried Reimu B at first because that's the homing shot, right? I do not like the homing shot in this. It doesn't seem to hit as often as I'd like. And if a homing shot's not homing, then why am I taking it? Mm. I double tap there and I flew into a thing. Oh my god. I have to remember how to dodge between the stuff there. I forget how... I forget how that spell card works. Yeah, Marissa's speed is difficult for me to handle. Mostly just because I've been playing a lot of Ramu in this. So I'm kind of used to one speed. And moving to something much faster is a bit of a challenge. Right, I would just do that because I don't really care about the bonuses, and it gives me the free I restore my power. So learning where to bomb for free is what I'm gonna be working on. Hi Pombo. That was a little risky, I feel. I should probably work on being consistent on that spell card. It's this one, right? I do not like that noise, Windows. Alright. I need just this. Okay. What was that notification that Windows was giving me? Not that the stream is dead, right? The stream is still alive. You're still here, right? See if your notifications. Yeah, no. Okay, cool. It was just Windows Defenders deciding it needed to tell me something. And it was telling me, we didn't find anything. Okay, so stage 2 largely figured out. I just need to clean up the boss fight a bit. Wild pattern to put into stage 3, yeah, right? A rowdy welcome is best for a rowdy guest. I'm not a rowdy guest. Alright, so like I wanna kind of go into... Oh, that was bad. I wanna like try to travel with some of the like the arrows. That's what I think I want to do there. All the themes in this game show up in fan games, and they have amazing remixes. Yeah, I need to do a better job at like recognizing which game songs are from. Because I'll usually be able to be like, oh, this is from Touhou, but like I forget like which game or which stage it came from. I don't know what just happened there. Just don't pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm really bad at the lasers. I don't really know why. I moved into that, I didn't have to move. Even though playing the middle generation, I still mostly recognize character themes because of fan games. In particular, like Notori's. Because there's so many Notori fan games and Rifts. Oh, really? Notori that popular? I don't think I was... I mean, maybe I've seen it before, but I don't think I was really aware of Notori. Before... 10, right? Joy only appears in 10? Oh wow. She sort of appears in this game. She's also in 3 or 4 fighting games. I see, I see. I see, okay, hi, hi, yeah. Touhou Sunday. Maybe I should like move Touhou to like Tuesday or Thursday, so I can just be like Touhou Tuesday, Touhou Thursday. And that'd be my only reason for doing so. I think this one was pretty easy if I remember right. I pretty much just have to go back and forth. Hello. Thank you. 1 second. I'm trying to avoid dying. Welcome in. My name is Zoe. Okay. I'm playing Touhou 11 and trying to not die. This is cursed. Why is this so hard? There's an extent. Alright, what do you have for me? Oh, hell yeah. Oops, I accidentally pressed the skip button for a second. I wouldn't have thought Oni would break their promise. Now I think the possible their spirits, you're not hiding something, are you? Oh, the tea at the shrine wasn't very good. Don't drink at all while I'm gone. Alright, I got through stage 3. That actually wasn't too bad. I mean, it's still hard. Good luck me trying to 1cc that. Alright, let me scroll back up a little bit. What'd I miss? MHMD! Hi! Thank you. What were you up to tonight? Excuse you. I was trying to welcome in people. Do not pause me. Oh, you're also playing Touhou. Nice. I'm a little bit newer to Touhou. So I am playing. I decided like a month or two back that it's like, let me get into Touhou, and I decided to start with Touhou 1, and I played Touhou 2, and then 3. And then 4. So I've been playing them in order, and beating them, and then moving on to the next one. So we finally have, last week I finally got to 11. And this one, I mean, 10 kicked my butt a bit. A Mountain of Faith was pretty hard. This one seems like it's even harder, and that's what people have been telling me, is that this one's a bit harder. You're also a noob? Hell yeah. Okay, you skipped the PC98 stuff. Okay, I actually found them really enjoyable. 3 was a bit weird, but like I actually really liked like I thought 4 and 5 were pretty good. So maybe at some point in the future you can get to those. They are a bit different. Part of the reason I wanted to play them is just to kind of compare the PC98 games with like everything past Scarlet Devil, because I knew that, you know, things changed a bit. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's a bit difficult, because you can only the ones only 9 and up are available on Steam, right? Which is unfortunate. So what I did was basically it's like, well, I'll just buy what I can. I'll support the best I can. If I had an option to support with the earlier games, I would. Yeah, I mean, playing it on like a not PC98 emulator. I do not have access to a PC98. I did not play them on a PC98. Okay. But hi, welcome in everyone. Proper introduction time. Hi, my name's Zoiteki, Cyber Oni VTuber. I usually play like retro games and RPGs. And I already, yeah, I'm playing Touhou, and I already talked about my little Touhou journey. So that's what we're up to tonight. MD, I hope you had a good stream. Did you say which Touhou you're playing? 1cc, Perfect Cherry Blossom, and some fan games. Hell yeah, congrats on the 1cc. I've yet to get a 1cc myself, because I've been just like beating them and then moving onwards. I think I would like to, I think I'd like to try a 1cc at some point in the near future here. First. Hey, welcome in, Red Flame. Like I was pretty close to getting a 1cc, or like I shouldn't say was belief. I feel like I'm pretty close to getting a 1cc of 10. Like I got through, I tried it last week, and I think I got through most of the way through stage 5 before things started to crumble. Anyway, let's get back. So yeah, I haven't seen anything. This is the furthest so far I've gotten in 11. I don't really know what to expect. I mean, I have seen this game being played a little bit, but there's a difference between watching and playing, right? Right. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. Like once you can beat Mountain of Faith, it's not too much of an extra jump in difficulty to just 1cc it. Oh, this is with Cat. I forget her name. Cat. She's a cat. I do not like that at all. Oh, hello. I did not expect that many. I tried to bomb. Fuck. Rin's her name, okay. Yodazo. The terrifying eyes nobody loves. What are those? Is that supposed to be like a reference to like the cat eyes or something? That's a bit too close. Unfortunate. Actually, that's maybe not a bad place to bomb, because it's not like it's a spell card. They don't lose out on the spell card bonus. They get half a power back. So maybe as long as I can get a little bit of power here, I'll be fine. I do not like this at all. It's fine, it's fine. Preemptive stretch hydrate. I will do that on my next death. Oh, I thought I could just chill there. Sucks. Oh, I need to read. Stairs, how usual. I see my pet cat must have caused you some trouble. Finally, someone that looks like a yokai. There's a lot I wanted to ask you. You don't have to tell me that. A strange geyser near a shrine? Oh, I think that would be fine too. Yeah, you're thirsty? Why don't I put on some tea? Huh? What are you talking to yourself about? I'd been hot for some reason for a while, so yes, I'm thirsty. But if you're talking about making tea, you are a servant, or what? Oh, excuse me, I'm Satori, the master of the Palace of the Earth Spirits. There's nothing that's hidden from me. That's because I can hear everything you're thinking. What? I guess we don't need to talk then. Some tea would be nice. Right away, please. Reimu, I told you before, didn't I? You should beat any yokai you encounter underground right away. Oh well, I still don't know about anything about evil spirits. Who are you talking to? I see a yokai that's above ground. I knew it. Above ground is too far away, so I can't read her mind. I wonder if you're the one who could stop that dreadful geyser. A geyser? A geyser. I wonder if one of my pets did something they shouldn't have again. Pet? I like that cat. It seems like that humans think it's fine if the geyser stays. Reimu, you should remember, you are a yokai exterminator. I guess. Yes, she's thinking, being down here is a pain, so I'll just beat everyone and go home. Exactly. Exactly, right? We don't need to talk anymore, do we? The geyser was probably caused by one of my pets or one of the spirits in this mansion. I don't mind looking into it, but you don't seem to be of a mind to settle this peacefully. Of course not. Who would take a yokai at their word? But you trust that Oni. Yeah, you should trust Onis. And you're relying on that yokai from above. I know everything you remember about that yokai too. Now, arm your heart and do battle against your own feelings. Oh, okay. Oh, this is awkward. Are they, like, targeting onto me? Looks like they are. Hmm. 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 Satori is your number 3. She seems pretty fun. I like her. Hi Project, hi. She does have some... She does absolutely have fun cards. That was a fun card? Oh no. Mm-hmm. I think it's absolutely rude that the things I'm dodging are the same exact color. Nearly identical to the things that I want to be picking up. Why do they do this to me, Touhou? Come on. You're gonna get like a million blue talismans to dodge. Also pick up the blue points while you're at it. I said I could just bomb that. Well, that wasn't too bad. I'm surprised and a little lucky that I dodged that. Oh, come on, I didn't mean to press right there. I didn't see that one. This has been done. Critter fed. Time to put away socks. Unless your life give its hardest battles. Yeah, putting away socks. I just need to make sure to be really consistent on in this section. Well, it feels a little inconsistent what I'm doing there. So I don't know, maybe there's a better way. Oh. Come on, Zoe. You have to move faster than that if you want to dodge. I just forget how long this section is. Oh, that was me being a little cheeky, trying to just grazing points. Oh. Yeah, I think I just need to bomb at certain spots. But I think that's the thing I need to start learning. Is I tend to hold my bombs pretty close to my chest because it's like, what if I need a leader? Especially when bombs cost a valuable resource and power. Makes me really not want to bomb just willy-nilly. So I usually die instead of bombing. And of course it's always better to bomb than die. It's hard to see some of that stuff. I don't know, maybe that's like a fine time to bomb. Oh, how did I... Stage 4 in 10 is pretty rough. I ended up figuring it out, but it involved, okay, actually use your bombs. We should have had that cat take us. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I can squeeze between those. I was wanting to try it. So maybe it's best to go with or against it. It seems that's the case. Now this is where it really begins. Go sleep with memory of fear that'll wake you up. Okay. These things are very fuzzy. Oh. Have to move a little bit more there. There's probably a set amount of distance I can move that Okay. We're doing... I think we're making, we're making progress. Heard that Raimue has a tougher Satori. That's very possible. She seems to move around a lot. One thing that I'm not using, and maybe I should look for opportunities, is whatever the, like, jumping from one side of the wall to the other. Maybe there's, like, sections of the stage, or during a particular spell cart. Yeah, do that, Zoe. Good job. Fly into a bullet. And you know what? I think Kojunu told me to stretch and hydrate a bit ago, and I ignored their request. Maybe if I stretch and hydrate, I would be able to dodge stuff. Yeah? Now you gotta go blue undertones? Yeah, this part's not too bad. Maybe I should take out stuff during that and have a easier time. Ooh, that was spicy. I had to death bomb that. That's unfortunate. Okay, so I can't just squeeze between the middle. Okay. Zoida. Let's extend. Nice. I need to figure out a consistent way to do that. And I think it's like moving back and forth. So that I'm dodging the things that are being fired at me, and I'm just finding a space within the laser. Ah, come on, Zoe, just bomb. Come on, just bomb. Alright, I can get past this. I can get past this. I can get past this. Okay. I have to like dodge back and forth, finding places to squeeze between. That was a little tight and a little risky. Come on. Oh, just bomb sometimes, Zoe. No. That's probably a safe one to bomb at the end there. Yukari is the extra in which one? Is that 6? Seven, okay. I haven't done any of the EXs yet. Ooh. Oh, come on. PCB is the only game with 2 extra stages? I see. What do you have to do with... Is it like 2 separate things that you have to unlock? Or is it just you beat stage 1 and then there's a second stage after EX stage 1? Or is it like two separate things that you have to unlock? That's a weird unlock. I see, I see. Just a small break before I jump back into it. Have to capture a certain number of spell cards, so that's interesting. Think you have to buy Xenavir in real life? Hell, I would do that. Just let me got all the bars in Japan looking for Zoom. Is that fireworks? I think the answer is yes. I think there are fireworks outside. Come on. A couple days early. Yeah, that seems to be the thing that I hear a lot of people talk about, is like some games just are really experimental. And I like experiments. Even if, you know, they're not always great, like I like anybody who is a creative, whether that's like video games or art or whatever, doing something different, trying out weird stuff. That's part of the reason I really like the I like the Final Fantasy series as a whole. It's something I felt that in general, I mean not always, but in general, they always like to, maybe not always, but they occasionally like to do weird. I thought I could squeeze between there. They occasionally like to just change up stuff. I like anybody who's willing to take a risk and try something weird. Ooh. I think I'm being a little too silly here. It's my 2 power, what the hell? Don't want to bomb. 9 is competitive, interesting in how competitive people run tournaments for it. Yeah, I think with the versus games it's a little weird because it seems like those are much better if you consider them as that actual, like, you know, player versus player games and not player versus CPU. It's a shame it's not easy to play online. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it would do well, even with just the smallest bit of latency. So unless it had like really good built-in netcode, like rollbacks. I did pick up Alright, I need to figure out like a pattern, how I can do that. Maybe I'm moving too much, maybe I only need to make tiny movements there. But it feels like I have to make big movements. Because I'm trying to... So remember when I said I'm bad at like remembering songs? I'll like be able to recognize the song, but I won't be able to, you know, say whose theme it's for or who's like what game it's from. Just something I think I need to practice. Just being able to recall songs, so when someone mentions it, like I can actually be like, oh yes, I agree. That song is good. What? Did I move too early? I think I must have. The other thing I should try to use, or find spots to use that, first I die immediately as I start talking, just where I can do stuff like this. Like, where would that be useful? Probably nowhere in... I don't know if there's like a spot in the stage itself. I don't know, maybe not worry too much about it unless I'm like struggling at a specific spot, and maybe that's just... I'll just see if that tool will help me out. I think I'm moving too fast still. I don't think I'm looking at where I need to move. I'm just like moving based on like feeling or something. No, I think I just need to pay more attention. And I'm greedy for the faith there. It's unfortunate. Bomb there. Don't even get the reward. See, that's one thing I need to be better at, is using bombs more often. Because I think that's just... I am very much the person... Alright, so... You know those type of people who play RPGs and they never use an elixir and they end up in the final fight and they have 87 of them? And you're like, use an elixir! And I'm like, but what if I need it later? Yeah, that's me. And that's why I don't use bombs. Yeah, and I think that's part of it too. That makes it, with 10 and 11 having the bombs being based on power instead of just, you have this many bombs, that makes it even less likely that I want to bomb, because unless I'm like confident that it's like, hey, this is a free bomb, if I bomb here, like I get all my power back and it doesn't matter. Like, unless I know that ahead of time, I'm just like, I don't want to bomb because I don't want to lose power. So I think it's an interesting system because it gives you a different thing to think about. It's a different choice to make for bombing than, hey, you have this many bombs. Because it costs something, but then there's situations where it's basically you get a free bomb if you don't particularly care about like points. Hey, Vox. Something to think about, keep in mind, is that you get a full power when you reduce the bat. Okay, I noticed that sometime. I wasn't sure what was happening, but I guess that's good. I did hear that people generally say it's like, hey, it's always better to bomb than lose a life, because you're gonna genuinely, it's situations like that, I guess, like that, right? Like, even on your last life, you'll still end up with full power despite however much power you had previously. Yeah, I'll try to keep that in mind. I think part of it then is just wanting to pick the perfect spot to bomb. And maybe I just need to teach myself that there's no such thing as like a perfect spot, right? Like, if I strive for perfection, I just get myself killed. But I feel pretty good about stage 4. As long as I can get through the stage without taking a bunch of deaths like that, I think I'll be okay. As long as I get through the stage without taking a bunch of deaths, I'll be fine. Continues to die 3 times in fast succession. Ow. Drop my controller. Clear in a squid, hi. Alright, let me step away for 1 second. I want to, like, grab something to eat. I'll be right back in like 30 seconds. Excuse you, I saw that bean you threw at me, Apple. I saw that. I don't think you can get away with it. Hey, hey, hey. I was in the middle of trying something. I was in the middle of eating. Do you mind? Okay, let's not die 3 times in a row. So with the point system the way it is, the only reason for points is like score attack type stuff, right? Because I get lives based off of the like heart pieces, right? Is there any reason to then kind of go out of my way for points if I don't particularly care about them? How about we don't do that? That doesn't give me that much. Maybe I should wait till the end here. Ah, that's a spicy dodge. Life pieces are cool, but it's I also really prefer when score is useful for survival. Yeah, because I kind of feels like I can just ignore everything if I don't care about points. The only thing I have to care about is getting through like spell cards and stuff without bombing or taking a hit, right? I'm gonna use this as my government mandated break time. Okay. Okay. Need to be a little more careful with that. Get my extent. Oh, come on! That's an easy dodge, Zoe. Why don't I bomb? Like, look at, did you see the situation I put myself into? It's like, I had like 5 seconds to think about bombing and I just don't bomb. I hate myself. And I just fall into a thing. Good job. Alright, time to just do this on limited resources. One day, I will learn. Nope, today is not that day. Yeah. I mean, at some point, I'm not gonna be able to use the new player excuse, though. Right? I've played and beaten 10 Touhou games, like... When do I stop being a new player? When do I lose my sprout? When do people start expecting something of me? Okay, I was ready to bomb there. So I guess I do forget that. As long as my damage is pretty okay there. It's generally, oh, come on. Why am I struggling now? I think like just sometimes recovering after a death is really challenging for me. It's like I'm running around and trying to collect a lot of things and the bullet pattern is just wacky. Yeah, very easy to get flustered. I fluster easily. Like, in some respect, I almost feel this is easier than stage 3. But I think I'm just taking a lot more, like, incidental stuff. Maybe it's just using a different type of skill. Like, it's a lot... It seems like... I think the thing that I figured out is, like, okay, I know how to... Like, I know the solution to, like, you know, some of these spell cards or situations. Whereas in stage 3, I felt that, like, things were, I don't know, maybe just things looked really bad, or maybe they had, like, a solution that took me longer to figure out. Maybe it's that once you have the solution, it's not so bad. Whereas this, I'm just dying a lot more. So maybe it's just the things they're asking me to do are more difficult. I guess like this part is like just a lot of bullets on the screen. So I don't know if there's like a solution here other than just dodge. Okay, I wonder if I can just stay in the middle there. I wonder if that actually works the whole time. Okay, I think if I just do fine here, we'll be okay. Oh, that was a little too close. Okay, I get my extend. I think I'll be okay, as long as I don't just, like, fly into bullets. Don't be afraid to use a bomb here. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. Those Danmaku look awfully familiar. I like her expression there. Reimu's expression here. Of course, they're Danmaku that stood out in your mind. I just imitated them. In any case, why don't you tell Reimu about what's on your mind right now? Is she talking to Reimu? Oh, okay. She's maybe talking to Satori? I should talk to my pet phone. You mean that cat? I think we met before. From here on, you're on your own. Good luck. Not even God can help you. Oh no. The cat isn't that powerful. I have lots of pets here. In the courtyard of this mansion, there is a hole that leads to the deepest part of the underground. She should be there. If she's your pet, why not just call her? My pet has been avoiding me lately. I wonder if it's because of my power. I don't think anyone likes her. Just not just her pets. Nobody would get to finish their sentences. Okay, this is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. I think I need to look at... Maybe look at the origins of the bullets. Do they start out? No, never mind. I was wondering if I could, like, be inside them as they're exploding, and, like, that's actually, like, it creates, like, an eye, almost. And then everything around them blows up. That doesn't look like that's the case. Cat. Ah, okay. Okay. I can't get inside there now, but can I... Okay. But can I, like, be right here? Yeah. No, I can't. Okay. I can't do that. Don't worry about the points. The points do not matter. The remains of blazing hell. I guess this, it might actually be good to use this ability instead of trying to find holes. Might actually be good here too. Yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't move far enough. Technically there's a safe spot, but it's sub-pixel perfect. Oh, okay, I'll just, you know, I'll just eyeball it. So I think I need to work on getting there without dying so much. Yeah, I like the song too. Why did I go inside like that? That's just a bad idea. Hey, I need that jacket. Hi, Claire. Though I did almost get all of my power back. That was, This is the mid-boss too, right? This is not even the actual boss. Can you stop moving around, cat? Come on, what am I doing? I thought I could cross under. Stretch, hydrate, thank you, Kojinu. I have to really make sure not to accidentally quit the title. I think I'm getting a little bit better at, Never mind. Never mind. Zoe, just don't open your mouth. Just shut up. Don't speak. I was about to say, I think I'm getting a little bit better at, like, this first part of the stage. And, like, within 5 seconds. Take a death. Alright. Just right along. How do I do this one? No, I was trying to bomb. Come on. I think doing that might be kind of cute because it allows me to get a couple more hits at the end, but I only want to do that if I actually can, not die. Alright. Objective. Don't die before mid-boss. Never mind. Objective failed. We need to stay further back. Oh, really? Okay. I think I need to... I'm not too sure. Maybe just be more patient. Move less. I think you just need to more quickly, like, identify the safe, like, the safe route. Why are there stuff still firing? The mid-boss is here. I thought stuff was done. I think it actually is a little bit easier if I don't move. Yeah, because they seem to... like, where they're aiming their shots might be based on where I'm moving, so if I'm moving all over the screen, it's a more unpredictable pattern. But if I just stay in the center, it seems to be pretty okay. Okay. Got here without dying. Let's go. Ooh. I almost just ate it right there. That's might be a little bit too cute, Zoe. I could probably kill her if I bombed. And actually that might be the better thing to do. It's not a spell card. I'll get some of it back. Yeah, just bomb. I just have to maybe identify the best spot. But if I bomb twice... Alright, I said stay in the center. Just do small little movements. I'm gonna scream at one of these points when I get hit while I'm humming. Okay, I have to pay attention to what's on the other side. I'm better. It's just like, I felt like I got into a corner. It's like, well, the only way I know to get out of the corner is to cross over. Well, let's just try bombing. What is this? Oh, not this one. Cat's Walk. So we'll... bomb it like right here. Just stick on her. Okay. And how much do I get back? I'll get at least 0.5 back, I think. Alright, so that's free now. That's free. Alright, don't move around. Just stay in the center. Be patient. Come on. Oh my. I'm making a face. I don't know if you can tell. That was not a very good... I need to do a better job at moving there, I think. Which I think just boils down to, like, if I'm in focus mode, I can't fully make the pass, so I have to, like, find a safe, like a gap between the bullets that's big enough and just aim for that. Oh, come on, I have to move out of focus mode. Yeah, I think I just have to also practice what I'm doing here. Oh, this is a little dangerous. I missed the target. Why? Why? Why you gotta be mean to me like that? I'm just trying to not get hit. Nope, that was dumb. I think I'm doing that a little bit too much. I had some success with it, and I was like, oh, let's just do it all the time. And I'm finding it's sometimes getting me killed if I just do it without thinking about it. Okay, so that's not so bad. I just need to move less there. That was not a safe spot to try to dodge through. Well, let's just get through this cleanly. Why did the first time I got here, that wasn't a problem, and now it's starting to become a problem? That's not super clear why to me. Okay, next time, I am trying. I am trying to get their ass. That was dangerous. That was dangerous, and you shouldn't have done that. Okay, alright. I don't need to move as far as I think I do, is the gist of it. Okay, so that's clean. Let's clean up the other parts. Excuse you, excuse you, excuse you. I'm walking here. Yeah, this part seems rough. It's like I kept wanting to try to move back to the center. It's like, no, I gotta keep just moving right. Get to the edge of the screen. I guess I'll keep moving right. Yeah, this seems like, other than just bombing it, like how do... I mean, I probably should, like, potentially just bomb, but like, I'm trying to figure out how I would do that without bombing and without Yukari. Wide shots make the bullets way less dense. That's true. Maybe I could try to spend less time in focus. But even then, that doesn't help too much. So I guess just like different shot types might have an easier time just due to the way they spread. Alright. But I feel pretty good about the mid-boss. I just need to not die in this first part. How's that weird pattern at the end there? I just ran right into that. What am I doing? Nobody saw that, right? Everybody was looking away. I need to do a better job at finding the safe spot there. Oh, thank you. You were looking away. Thank you for not perceiving me. Alright, pay attention here. I need to move closer to the center. Move back in. I'm trying to do my best. Huh? Alright. Part 1 of Cats is giving me some trouble. Cat isn't that powerful. Yeah. Thanks, Subterranean. But that was... I need to be... I said this before, I need to be a little more thoughtful about when I'm doing that. There's probably plenty of other places I can be dodging other than using that. That was... I put myself into a horrible position there. Oh, only bombing was the way out there. Okay, let's do this without. Okay, I just have to practice that. Like, I got it my first couple of times, and then I just like, I don't know, forgot how to do it. You ever do that? You ever like try something out for the first time, do really well, and you do that for like, you know, a couple of times, and then after a while you just can't do it anymore? It's like, what happened? When I didn't know how this worked, I was doing better. I should just stop learning things. 'Cause apparently, sometimes I just do better when I don't know anything. That was a little bit close. Maybe I should just bomb in some of these situations. Like when I get into really... Yeah, like that. Yeah, okay. I remember. We got scared. It's fine now. It's okay to be scared. I just tried to bomb there. My bomb failed. Oh my. I didn't expect a shot coming from the left. Yeah, it is a scary stage. But I thought just the boss here was scary. Okay. Do not return to title. Do not return to title. And I think I would just be like, well, that's a good stream if I accidentally hit return to title. I don't know, maybe I'd try to get back up to stage 5 just to show that I can do it. I panicked. Alright. I think I'm trying to do silly stuff. When I take like a super early death, what I find is like I'll play like a lot more risky just to be like, can I do this? Can I do this really risky thing? Will it work? And often the answer is no. And it will not work. Oh, I didn't expect the bullets to be that dense there. That was a little silly to do. I never feel good about this last bit. Because it's always really tight, it feels like. Oh, come on. I was doing well, actually. I don't know how to do this part. This bomb. But I guess I have this method. What? Where was that? Where was that bullet? I have no idea. Like, I guess there was a small bullet on the screen that I ran into, but... yeah. I knew that was gonna happen. I was fine there. I wasn't all the way back. I didn't feel confident removing my focus. No, I moved too far. I didn't want to move that far. I just wanted to move a tiny bit across. I wonder if I should be waiting for them. Okay, stay all the way back. No, I think I just need to like really sit down and practice this spot. Maybe I need to just spend less time and focus there and just like move faster. Yeah, it's just because it's a precision thing, and I'm not being precise enough. So I'm like trying to think of ways that I can give myself more room. No, I tried to cross over. Next person gets to fight around 10 times. Sounds fair. Oh no. Dang. Oh, there's still stuff on. I thought everything would be dead at this point. That sucks. Move too fast. I have to focus. Oh, I didn't see the bullet in front of me. Alright, well I think I'm getting good at being consistent on the up to the mini boss, generally. I still need a little bit of consistency on the very start, the very start of the mini boss. Like, I'm not doing a good job at like picking, like finding the gaps. Okay. Why did I try that? Stage 5 hard. Stage 5 hard. Alright, 1 second. I just need to get my mind thinking about something else for a second. What time is that? How long have I been doing this? How long have I been here? How long have we all been here? I'm just being silly now. Okay. Why did they cross over? Why did I do that? Alright. I'm moving too slow. I'm moving too slow. Hello, Ursa Day. I winced at me not quite making that dodge. If only we could have hired this other Oni to deal with it. Hey, this Oni is fine. Yeah, just do that. Why did I take that path? Why did I take that path? Okay. I don't know how much longer Ali will wanna just smash my face against stage 5. I find practicing like stages a lot harder than practicing bosses. Like, as bosses are like, okay, they have their spell card. Does the same thing every time generally. But like stages are a lot less predictable for me because like they can vary a lot more, right? And for me personally, that makes it a lot harder. It's like, okay, I get this spell card, I know what it's gonna do. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to like burn out on this. And I don't want to not have fun. Like, the whole point of me getting into Touhou was that I wanted to have fun with this, and they've been fun, but of course there comes a point where I'll start getting just annoyed and frustrated. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I can see why it's notorious. This is pretty brutal. Like, I feel like I've made some progress on everything thus far, but it feels like I'm just not making a ton of great progress on after the mini boss. And I need to not do that. It's really frustrating. It's like, I have to move quickly but precisely, and I'm struggling at it a little bit. Okay, good bomb. I would like some power, please. Just one power. How do I get through that? I guess the better thing to do there was just bomb, right? And been like, oh well, I die. Get back to full power. Alright, we'll do this for a bit more. Yeah, another thing that I could try is booting up, I haven't really used it a ton. I think I just booted it up just to... No, wait, I did a little bit of Mountain of Faith practice, booting up TH prac. So maybe... If it's in TH prac, just giving that a shot. Oh, come on. I think I started moving left too early there. Why was that one? I'm confused at that one. Maybe it's because I was coming out of dying. Oh, really? I ran right into that. Stage practice on the stage can be weird for the post-mid boss. It sells a section, but since it's based on how long you spent on the mid-boss, it'll be a lot longer than normal. I see. There's so many things. That's what I wanted to like. The blue bullets, are those revenge? Like, cause it felt like whenever I moved, they're always where I am firing up. So I was curious if they only are doing it when I'm killing them. So is it, I guess, I don't know if there's been a ton of things that I've encountered in Touhou that are only fire when they die. Some of them fire anyway after a point, okay. The part with the yin yang orb, yeah, right before the mini boss. Okay. But I mean, I think I've kind of figured out how to do it anyway, so, like, but maybe it's a consistency thing, like, because I'm still occasionally getting myself killed. We'll give that a try anyway. 100% is always better than a, yeah. And that's something that, like, I need to be better at recognizing. Because it could be a symptom of, like, when I feel like I did something really good the first time around. I was like, oh, okay, this isn't so bad. And then, like, I died to it 10 times. I was like, what happened? I thought I had this. When it just comes down to, I did something that was inconsistent and it just happened to work. Yeah, okay. That's a lot easier. Imagine when bullets don't fire at you, things are easy. Okay, the same situation. I can just not fire there. But if I use the bomb on the mid boss, then I do want to get some power back. But maybe I can do something like that. Okay, okay. I think that's helping. Oh, okay. So I was reading multiple chat messages, but I get what you mean now. The game's been out for a while. That was a little risky. I feel like there's probably something I can do better there. I'm not used to having to do that section for so long, but because I got pushed out from the center, it made I actually like had to start dodging. Yeah, I think I'm trying to figure out like how to balance killing stuff and staying alive. So at this point, I think I'm just trying out dying. And I'm just like trying different stuff and see if I like can better understand what's like actually going on there. Yep. Excuse you. When you get really comfortable, what you want to do is time out most of the first rounds. Time out most of the... I guess I don't understand what you mean by timeout. I still need to work on that first part of this boss. Oh, what hit me? I need to get to the center. I get like pushed off the center and then like it seems to be rough to get back. Okay, scrolling up. The longer the mid-boss takes, the more it overrides the rest. Okay, is that specific for this stage? Or is that like a... do they use that in Touhou a lot? Stage always takes the same amount of time. If you get to the boss earlier, you get most of the revenge spirits with a small orb density. Reaches 0, you time out the attack. There's 0 reason to fire if you're at 4 power. It's weirdly inconsistent which mid-boss affect the stage. Definitely works on Scarlet Devil stage 5. Probably affects other games, but not consistently. It's actually true for a lot of stages, but not like every game. And often parts of the stage that get skipped isn't as big of a deal as it is here. Okay. I think part 1, like the first non-spell card, I think after a little bit of practice I might be able to do it. I think the second one is probably... I'm definitely relying on killing it immediately to be able to get through it consistently. So I think that's the one I would have a problem with. In fact, in 12 there's a mid-boss you want to speed kill because you get more UFOs, which gets skipped at the mid-boss, takes longer. I see. Yeah, I think you explained to me how the UFOs work in 12. Because that gives you can use them to get extra lives and extra bombs, right? There's a normal 1cc UFO guide on YouTube that's really good at showing UFO routing. That's how I learned. Alright, let's do a bit more. All the resources these days. Yeah, that's one thing about like gaming in general. Like if you're around like in the early 2000s, right? And like the 2000s, basically it was just, what did you have? You had GameFAQs. YouTube wasn't really a thing. Video guides weren't a thing. So everything was a text guide. Or it was like, you know, some forum or like IRC server, right? That you had to like know where to go, and there was like a community there that you had to like get invited in or, you know, figure out how to get in. So it was mostly like just everything was GameFAQs, which weren't always the best. There's a lot of GameFAQ guides that I've read, especially lately, knowing, like, coming from like a speedrun background on some certain games, reading some of them and be like, yeah, this, like, especially for like RPGs, like some is like, yeah, this is just wrong, or this is just bad advice, like don't do this. But it's really, really interesting to see over the years that like the amount of information that has become available. And of course, still not all of it's good, but, you know, when something's been out for, you know, over a decade and has a really dedicated community, there's going to be really good resources for that. Nowadays, there's even a gameplay wiki being compiled to get all the best strats written down in one place. Yeah, and I think the important thing is making it like indexable and searchable. Do not get me started on Discord server. It's like when it's like, oh, to access this information, join this Discord server. It's like, no, I don't want to join a Discord server to like have information. Just like put it. I would rather read a GameFAQs guide. I would rather have it be on, you know, a wiki of some sort, despite, you know, I generally don't like fandom wikis and stuff like that, because they tend to not be well maintained. Yeah. I think the reason why it's becoming the norm is just because people just want a place to put stuff. It's like, oh, well, Discord's free, and they know how to use Discord. And there's like already a community built around it. It's like, oh, well, let's just put it here. But they don't consider that not everybody's in that server. And the problem is, what happens when Discord goes away? What happens when Discord decides, we're just gonna, you know, nuke your server because we felt like it? There's no backup for that. The stuff is not being indexed, so it's hard to search, and like it's not backed up anywhere else. So when Discord decides to shut down, all that knowledge, all that information that people spent, you know, hours, days, years maintaining is gone. Please put stuff somewhere other than Discord. Oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, this is pinned, or like it's like, oh, we've answered this question before. It's like, well, maybe if you made it the answer easy to find, like you wouldn't have to answer it all the time. We've already lost all kinds of... Oh, that's true, yeah. Discord changed. People were kind of abusing Discord as an image storage medium. It's kind of... Discord, you probably should have seen that coming. So Discord changed. Like basically people were just using Discord as a CDN service, right? They were using Discord's own CDN service as their own CDN, which is kind of funny. Discord, you should have thought things through. Like, come on. Info buried in a single sentence, 400 lines deep in hashtag info. Someone didn't read. Yeah, exactly. And there's like a million channels, and you don't know which one has the thing you're looking for. Yeah, and finding stuff. I will say Discord search isn't the worst, because at least you can search. You can search. You know, I want to search for if it has an image or a link or something like that. I will give it credit there, because there are some places that are just literal text only search. So at least Discord has something. But yeah, it's just it. Other than that, if you're trying to find a sentence, if you're trying to find text and text only, yeah, it's good luck. All right, I think I've gotten all the anger, frustration out of me. So now to beat stage 5, because there's only good thoughts left in my head now. Join the Discord for the download link. Don't think I will, thanks, yeah. Like, you could literally put it anywhere else. Oh, that was a spicy dodge. Good luck with cat, thank you. I dropped focus and I kept moving. Alright, let's try this. Let's see how long I can dodge. Nope. Okay. Okay. I guess I understand now, but that will take some work. Oh, come on. You have an alt Discord account just for joining servers I don't want to on my main account. Yeah, I genuinely just there's a lot of servers I'm in. I still have a lot of servers I'm joined from like speedrunning, like when I speedrun a lot of stuff. And I started getting into speedrunning when Discord was becoming popular. So every speedrun had like their own Discord. Thankfully some of them combined into one. But they were mostly like for talking to other runners type of thing, and not being used as knowledge bases. I'm sure there's probably some out there that are a knowledge base that I'd probably scream at if I saw. That was a bad idea. I think I'm just going to try to avoid using Yukari on this part. It's tempting, but it seems a little too risky. Come on. I'm just gonna practice this. Nope. Not gonna practice this. Touhou's gameplay's got a really small amount of servers, which is nice, yeah. It's always annoying when it's like there's like 5 Discord servers for the same thing. It's like, come on, guys. Yeah, I need to stop getting tricked by Yukari. Also, hi Tara. Yeah, I only want to join a Discord server for 2 reasons. 1, because I want to actually talk in it. 2, because emotes. I want the emotes. If I'm joining a Discord server for any other reason, then why? Emotes. Come on, Zoe. Alright, let's just do this for practice. There's probably a better way I can do this. I wonder if it's easier to dodge into corners. I have less room to move, but the gap should be largest there. I think it's supposed to be a little higher up. Maybe. Maybe it would give me room to dodge backwards. Why? That was why that was having trouble there. Because I was dealing with the red bullets that were out still. I have to release the... I forgot to release focus for a bit there. And my fingers just forgot what to do. Where are the shots coming from the side? Those are the things that are always getting me here, it feels like, because all of a sudden there's a shot coming from completely right or completely left. I think I I can feel my my fingers like doing things I don't want them to do. Like my brain was being like, okay, unfocus, and I was letting go of the shot button. I was like, Zoe, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna try to do the stall strat until I can get through this next bit. Like at least the first bit pretty consistently. Maybe then I'll, you know, try to work on stalling out the mid boss. Alright. Okay, I think that's it for me tonight. I don't want to burn out. I can feel my brain just not keeping up. So let's call it a little early. I usually go for a bit longer, but let's call it early tonight. Yeah, thanks for hanging out and thanks for the advice, everyone. Alright, I'm gonna hit this button. Okay. And thank you everyone for hanging out. Again, it was my birthday this week, so thank you everyone for hanging out with me on my birthday. I had fun. I usually don't do much on my birthday. Usually they're always pretty quiet. Yeah. Alright, let's find someone to raid. Alright. Let's go say hi to Dot. Dot is playing Final Fantasy V. And just looking at it and not knowing what Dot's up to, it's probably a 4-job Fiesta run. It looks like Mystic Knight, Red Mage, Blue Mage, and she might not have the last job unlocked yet, at least according to this thumbnail. I too am playing Final Fantasy V 4-job Fiesta. I started Thursday, and I'll be picking up sometime this week. Hi Saka, thank you. I'll try to have my schedule out this week. I'm not too sure what I want to do. Because I do want to be playing Final Fantasy 14, but I also, you know, I imagine people just don't want to watch Final Fantasy 14 too much, so I do want to get into playing Final Fantasy 5. I'm working on Dragon Quest II, working on Touhou. I still need to get through Void Stranger. So there's a lot of things I'm working on, and a lot of things I want to like new games I want to start at some point. So I've got a lot. I've got a lot on my plate. I was gonna say something, I forgot. Yeah, hit this raid button. Fong, don't you dare. I was going to do a sign off, but, you know, I don't think I will now. I think I'm just gonna leave now. Without saying goodbye. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Oh, yeah. There you go. You can follow me there. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch. Join my Discord server. Have a good night. Bye-bye.